Welcome to SLOAN Valve Company's G2 Optima Plus installation tutorial. You should watch this video if you're installing the G2 Optima Plus onto an existing manual valve or for new installations, assuming the valve body has already been installed. This video also has some important information on the operation of the G2 kit, plus you'll also become familiar with the parts of the G2 fluxometer. Don't worry, installing the G2 Optima Plus is a quick and easy process. So let's get started. Prior to installing the SLOAN Optima Plus retrofit kit, a few important reminders. The plumbing should be installed in accordance with all applicable codes and regulations. When installing a fluxometer, it's important that the flush model matches the requirements of the plumbing fixture. Please note, if you are not installing the G2 Optima Plus onto an existing manual valve, the steps involved with removing the components will not be required. First, let's go over the contents of your G2 Optima Plus box and see what's included. When you first open your G2 box, you should have a strap wrench, a diaphragm assembly, an extra regulator, a trim pot adjustment screwdriver and a hex wrench, the G2 RESS unit, the handle cap, and the installation instructions. To begin the retrofit installation, let's start by removing components from your existing fluxometer. First, remove the control stop cap using a flat blade screwdriver. Just wedge the screwdriver in and twist. Turn off the water supply at the control stop by turning the screw clockwise. Push the valve handle down to relieve the water pressure. Then loosen the outside top cover using a SLOAN 850 Super Wrench or any smooth-jawed wrench. It's important not to damage the chrome. After the top cover has been loosened, remove it, along with the inside plastic cover and the diaphragm assembly. Loosen the handle assembly by turning it counterclockwise. Now remove the handle assembly by turning it counterclockwise as well. Now we can install the G2 unit. Install the cap cover along with the inside rubber plug into the handle opening by screwing clockwise. Now continue to tighten the handle cap with your wrench in a clockwise motion. Remove the rubber plug from underneath the G2 Optima Plus assembly. Please note that if your G2 RESS unit was manufactured after July 2007, it will not utilize the inside rubber plug. Also note that it is important when installing the G2 RESS unit to not use plumber's putty or sealant and to always flush the water lines prior to installation. Moving on, insert the diaphragm assembly securely into the bottom of the G2 Optima Plus assembly. Make sure the flush volume regulator is installed past the O-ring. Place the entire assembly into the valve body. Now thread the locking ring onto the valve body. Use the provided strap wrench to tightly secure the locking ring. The ring must be tight. It is important to note the locking ring must be installed below the valve body threads by at least one thread, and the sensor must be facing forward. Now remove the tab to activate the sensor. Remove the plastic film from the sensor window. It is important to note, for the first 10 minutes of operation, a visible red light flashes in the sensing window of the unit when a user is detected. This is a normal operating feature. Now we will test the sensor for proper installation. Stand in front of the sensor zone for 10 seconds. Then step away from the sensor and listen for an audible click. Turn on the water supply at the control stop. After turning on the water, make sure to adjust the control stop after each flush until the rate of flow delivered properly cleanses the fixture. The control stop should never be opened to the point where the flow of the valve exceeds the flow capability of the fixture. In the unlikely event of a valve failure, the fixture must be able to accommodate a continuous flow from the valve. Press the override button to activate the flushing ring. Reinstall the stop cap by pushing the cap over the plastic sleeve. The cap should spin freely once it's properly installed. Congratulations! You have successfully completed the installation on the G2 Optima Plus retrofit kit. If further assistance is required, please contact your local SLOAN representative or contact SLOAN Valve Company direct at 1-888-SLOAN-14 or visit us on our website at www.sloanvalve.com.